Hi, my name is Francis. I teach at Batwa University. I'm a senior lecturer and dean of the Faculty of Education. Today, I would like to speak with you about the project that we are implementing as part of our community outreach program. So Indigenous people around the world live in very challenging environment, which is characterized by loss of ancestral land, loss of indigenous language and philosophy, forceful integration into dominant communities, the risk of cultural genocide. In Uganda, the Batwa are the oldest surviving indigenous community, and they live in the forested areas of the Great Lakes region. In 1991, the government of Uganda evicted the Batwa people from their traditional homeland. The aim of the eviction was to pave way for the creation of a national park. However, the eviction of the Batwa denied them their main source of livelihood, and that is hunting and food gathering, which they had practiced for many generations. So the forceful integration of the Batwa indigenous people alongside the mainstream society has impacted their indigenous education system immensely because of the loss of the context and the condition that sustain indigenous knowledge transmission. However, we also have to know that the Batwa have endured many forms of marginalization compared to any ethnic groups in Uganda. Although formal education is important for the Batwa as a means of empowering and increasing their participation in national affairs, formal education system in Uganda in itself lacks the pedagogy and the setting for transmission of indigenous cultures and indigenous knowledge system. Because of the above, at Batwa University, we have realized that the Batwa children go through the highest rate of school dropout in primary school than any other group. And with this realization, we have been actively for the last 3 years conducting study in the Batwa indigenous communities with 3 main objectives. The first one is to establish the effect of the Batwa eviction from the forest into the main settlement and how this has impacted their indigenous education. Number 2, to identify ways for re-establishing Batwa indigenous education and knowledge system for sustainable transfer of Batwa pedagogy. And finally, we aim to develop Batwa Indigenous Pedagogy that promotes indigenous philosophy, language, culture in the process of transmitting formal education to Batwa children. I am very optimistic that my participation in the Obama Leadership Program will create the synergies for institutional collaboration which is required for achieving the above 3 objectives. And lastly, my participation in this leadership training that broadly promotes inclusivity will also provide the blueprint required for achieving the Sustainable Development Goal 4 and Sustainable Development Goal 5, which are providing quality education for all and reduction of inequality. Thank you.